Hey there, Hypesters! Welcome back to the Hyperion Hub. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important aspects of marketing – social media strategy. With so many platforms out there, it can be overwhelming to create a successful social media plan. But don't worry, I've got you covered with basic information and useful tips. If you enjoy our content, hit that subscribe button like it's a piñata and give us a like so we know we're doing something right. Let's get the hype started. First things first, it's important to have a clear understanding of your brand's identity and target audience. Make sure your social media presence reflects your brand's personality and speaks to your audience. Next, track your social media performance with analytics tools. This will help you understand what content is resonating with your audience and what's not. I always recommend that every entrepreneur or marketing specialist asks themselves these basic questions. What customer problem does my product or service solve? And what is the main pain point in this industry? Having the answers will help you to know where to emphasize in your content and your marketing strategy in general to receive the best possible feedback from your audience. For example, my former business, employment agency, found success by positioning ourselves as the agency for safe employment abroad to address the industry's fear of being scammed. We vetted employers and helped scam victims, which made us only safe agency in Ukraine. To further emphasize our safety measures, we created content for Instagram and YouTube, including videos exposing scammers and interviewing successful clients. We were in constant contact with our clients and provided assistance with various issues. We also created content for our social media platforms, including YouTube, videos featuring conversation with clients, and Instagram posts with screenshots of our conversations, with the client's permissions, of course. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. A successful social media strategy requires a mix of content, from eye-catching graphics to engaging videos and thought-provoking blog posts. Don't worry, we will talk about content in a while. And finally, make sure you have a clear call to action in your posts. Whether it's directing users to your website or asking them to engage with your content, a strong call to action can make all the difference in driving engagement and conversations. But don't be too pushy about sales. It can be way out of line. First, let's talk about visual content. Visuals are a powerful way to grab your audience's attention and convey your message in a compelling way. This can include photos, graphics, and videos. Experiment with different styles and formats to see what resonates with your audience. When choosing a picture or photo for your post, make sure it's high quality and relevant to your content. For example, if you're a food blogger sharing a recipe, use a picture of the dish you're making. Make sure the lighting is good and the image is clear. Reels on Instagram are a great way to engage with your audience and show off your creative side. Use fun transitions, add music, and play with the video speed to make your content stand out. For example, a clothing brand could create a reel showcasing their new collection with a catchy song and playful transitions between outfits. TikTok is all about staying on the top of the latest trends. Stay up to date with what's popular and find ways to incorporate it in your content. Next up, we have user-generated content. This is content that is created by your audience, whether it's photos they take of your products or services, or testimonials they share about their experience with your brand. Sharing user-generated content not only helps you to create a sense of community, but also provides social proof for your brand. But remember, it doesn't mean that you should spam with it. It should be only 20–30%. So, if you're posting 30 times per month, you might want to aim to feature around 6–9 posts that are centered around user-generated content. Again, this can include sharing customers' reviews, featuring photos of your products in use that customers have shared, or even reposting stories or testimonials that your customers have shared on their own social media accounts. Third, let's discuss educational content. This is content that provides value to your audience by teaching them something new or helping them solve a problem. This can include tutorials, how-to guides, and industry insights. But let's talk about this a little bit more. When it comes to developing a successful social media strategy, it's important to think about the long run. While having a large following is great, it's important to remember that these followers and subscribers are not yet clients. To provide value and build trust with your audience, consider using your Instagram, TikTok, or other platforms to educate them. For example, if you're an accident lawyer, instead of bombarding your followers with sale pitches and calls to action, provide them with step-by-step instructions on what to do after a fender bender. This not only showcases your expertise, but also shows that you genuinely care about helping your audience. However, don't be too pushy like a beaver, constantly begging for attention. Instead, encourage your audience to save the post for future reference or follow your page for more valuable content. This approach is especially effective with Gen Z, who are often immune to old-fashioned marketing tricks. Remember, providing value and building trust is key to a successful social media strategy. Fourth, we have entertaining content. People love to be entertained, and social media is a great platform for that. This can include memes, funny videos, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of your brand. As for how much entertaining content to include in your social media strategy, it really depends on your brand and your audience. For example, if your brand is known for its humor, you may want to incorporate more entertaining content into your strategy. On the other hand, if you're in more serious industries such as finance or healthcare, you may want to focus more on informative content with occasional entertaining posts sprinkled in. Finally, let's talk about interactive content. This is content that encourages your audience to engage with your brand in some way, whether it's through polls, quizzes, or contests. Interactive content is a great way to build relationships with your audience and get them involved in your brand. Remember, it's important to experiment with different types of content to see what resonates with your audience. Here are some recommended percentages for different types of content, for services, and if you work with products. That's it for today's tips on creating a successful social media strategy. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the Hyperion Hub for more marketing tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, Hypesters. See you!